Good morning, guys. We are at the pearly gates of the food forest, and today it's early morning, and I wanted to show you all the roses that are flowering right now and talk a little bit about why I have so many roses in the food forest. But look at this. So beautiful. We have lots and lots and lots of deer in the area, so if I want roses, I need to have them in the food forest. But have a look at this, how it's drooping down. This is Helene lykkefund, and it smells completely amazing. And so it's like you have this bath of smell when you, or scent, or whatever it is, the word you're using, when you get into the food forest. I love it. And otherwise, I think everything is looking fine, not great because of the drought. And this is also why I'm out here early morning, because everything starts drooping as the day goes on. So this is the spiral in full flower right now. I think it's beautiful. And these white ones some seeds that I got from Morten Korch in the UK, and I cannot remember their name, but I love them. They are a little bit like cow's parsley. I think they're edible. They're like a soup herb or something. But I think they give this sort of fairy-like white feel to the garden right now. So they are superb, and they're a bit like cow's parsley. They're just flowering later, and I love that. So I'm allowing roses to grow into everything, and I don't prune them much. I love this mixing when things are growing together. So you see, this is a beautiful, beautiful rose that it's super tall. Actually, it's as tall as this giant fig. But I like the flowering of the roses and the figs in a mix. It's pleasing, I think. And as you can see, just lots of flowers and such a lovely scent right now. And this pathway is almost impossible because everything is flowering right now, and I cannot make myself prune it because it's so lovely. But this one I also really enjoy. So how the buds are red or pink, and then the flowers are white, and lovely scent also. All the roses I bought for the food forest are scented, because I think that's part of the enjoyment when you walk around. As you can see, these lovely roses in the morning light. I mean, have a look at that. So in the beginning, I thought, when we first moved here 23 years ago, I thought, oh, roses, they are such a farmhouse cliche. And now I'm like, I cannot live without them. So this combination of this, I don't know what this one is called, but isn't it lovely? Frøstjerne, it's called in Danish. I will look it up as always and put it in the description below if you want to know. But this combination, I think, is super lovely. And this look, I mean, And the peacefulness in the morning is so lovely. I think these are so lovely also with the green. I wanted to show you that the roses have completely taken over this corner and I can't pass, but I will allow the flowering and then I will prune some back so that human beings can pass also. I think that's part of part of having a food forest, is that there's actually space for me also. But I think it's interesting to see how much growth power there's in the food forest. It's, I mean, I think if I left it for a year, it would completely be overgrown and without possibility for human beings to pass. So this combination, these are red valerians, of course, and I also have a white variety that a friend gave me, and I think they are so lovely. Last night I went out and it was full of insects, night insects, netsværmer and the like, and they were all foraging in that lovely flower. So another set of roses in here. I mean, I think this one is also completely lovely. And this one is a new one that I planted, and it's struggling for space, but it's still producing this beautiful shaped flower. And some of the roses are actually growing to be as tall as the trees they are supported by. And I think that's rather amazing. So look at these tiny spots on the petals, making the coloring really interesting. But as you can see, I've sort of overcome my feeling of roses being cliché. I think now they are just food for my soul. I'll see if I can pass here. Oh, here's another one I want to show you. I'm sorry if I'm a bit sort of all over the place with my camera, but I have to bow down. So this one is as tall as the apple tree that it's growing in. Isn't that lovely? And I'm not doing anything. I'm not feeding the roses. I'm just planting them in places where they have lots of friends and they have support. And I think that's lovely. So this is a kind of it's a construction, but look at that color. I think this one is called Café Latte, as you can see. I don't feed the roses, as I said, but they are of course fed by the whole system, and I'm just mainly. Sometimes, if I have time, I'm deadheading, but most of the time I don't have the time, so I'm not. And look at this loveliness. Lamb's ear is already full of bumblebees. I love this color in the garden. I wanted to show you this amazing purple rose that's down here. Look at that color. So I am deadheading when I have the time. Most of the time I'm not, but they will flower again with less flowers. I'm so sorry. I think there's a little bit of wind and I didn't put on my microphone because I was in a hurry. I hope you can hear me okay. So we are passing down the side of the small mount, and as maybe you can tell, everything is sort of almost overgrown and impassable. But look at this. There's another wonderful purple rose. I mean, beautiful. And a sea of blue. And this, I call it my German, because I don't remember the name, but I think it's a German name, so this is my German rose. I love it so much. It's almost like fairy tale shapes of flowers, and then when they fall, so this is the bud, and this is the full rose, and then when they fall, they get these colorations on the petals. Is that not lovely? And lots and lots of tall. These are like 3 meters tall, these roses. They are just cuttings that I took from a rose I got in a grocery store, a cheap one, and they seem to love it here. And this one is a special one. It's called Morten Korch, and I think the smell of this one is, if I have a favorite, maybe this is the one. But even with the drought and no watering and no feeding, look how healthy they look. Food for my soul. Actually, it's fun to show you because I get to see how many I actually got. This one is also super lovely, growing by an apple tree, but look at the colorations of these petals. And the center, I think it's beautiful. I will make a warning in the description of the video or in the headline so that people who don't like roses can skip this video. Yeah, there's another look at these roses that I made from cuttings, and see how happy they are. Super beautiful. These can keep for at least a week if I cut some and take them inside. They are lovely, lovely. So when I take a walk in the morning, I'm feeding my soul with scent and beauty. And look at this. Look at this. There's a sleeping Cetonia aurata in the rose. These are also perfection. I mean, look at that shape. A few more to go. So basically I stuck a rose in every corner of the food forest because then the deer can't get to them, and I think they are super important in creating beauty. And that's that's a task. I think that's something important in the food forest. It has to be beautiful for me to go out here and work and spend all my hours. So I think that's kind of important. I want to end with this one. It's so technicolor. There you have it. Thanks for watching if you come this far. See you later.